Hey guys, we are here recording another M11 draft, or sorry, M13. M11 was a couple years ago. Cards that stick out: Pacifism, very solid removal. Divine Verdict, less solid removal, but still removal. Chandra's Fury, I'm pretty sure this card has grown on me a lot. In the sealed video I recorded, I did maybe 2 sealed, but I only recorded 1. In the sealed video I recorded, I didn't put this in my deck. My opinion on it has changed. I think it's a lot better than I originally gave it credit for. Got some other stuff, blah, 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 whatever. Also have Thragtusk, who is probably worth a little cash, even online. And is also a really strong, like, he's not like a bomb, like, in the traditional sense. Like, he's a really solid, efficient creature, is what I would like to say about him. He's very efficient. This pack, there's no green card really worth taking. I mean, Dustdale Worm's just a big dude. It's not something we really need to take too highly. This is good if you have a lot of big dudes, maybe, but other than that, so really the card that draws my attention here is Sleep for sure. We are going to be in 2 colors after 2 picks, but I mean, this guy's totally splashable if it comes to that. I do want to play green though, because it's a very powerful color. What do they take? They took a common. Okay. So I can't think of too many blue commons you would take over Sleep, so that should be a sign that the person to our right is not in blue. So Sleep seems like a really good pick. Like, this card just ends games. It's very powerful. This pack, Public Execution here is the best card, I believe. If we don't take that, our options are one of these 3, who all seem a little worse than what we'd want a 3rd pick. I think I do have to take Public Execution. It is expensive, but it's very powerful. Tended Knight's also good, but if we're not sticking with one of these 2 colors, I'd rather go with the strongest card, so I'm going to pick up the Public Execution. And now we have a 4th pick, Pacifism. Huh. It's that or Centaur Courser. I mean, Centaur Courser is really good. Is that just what I take here and I pass on the Pacifism? And I'm passing a prize up as well. Like, it looks like white's open. That Attended Knight, that's also a card you can pick fairly early. I feel like 4 colors and 4 picks is not the best idea. I'm going to take the Centaur Courser here. And Hamlet Goliath is not really a bomb. However, in the kind of Dustdale Worm, Vastwood Gorger creature class of just big, expensive dudes, he is actually very good because he'll usually be the biggest dude on the table. He's just not a bomb. There's a difference between that, between being a dinosaur and a bomb. And he's the best of the dinosaurs, but he's still not a bomb. So this pack, really nothing that interests me. Like, I'm not a big fan of Tricks of the Trade. I get that it sometimes just wins you games, but like, it's very, very risky, and I don't like winning games that way, really. So I guess I just take Timber Pack Wolf here. I mean, is Fungal Sprouting any good? Well, we'll never know, because I clicked this. So, this pack, oh, Clone's actually kind of nice. Clone's, like, not a bomb either, but it's certainly a powerful card. I don't have any problems taking it here. Not a lot else in the pack. Turn to Slag, White Ring, stuff like that, but Clone's good. It is good indeed. And we've been a bit spoiled with clones lately, with frickin' Metamorph and Phantasmal Images. Not enough. They're not enough mana. Those are the unfair clones. This is the man himself. Here, definitely taking Prey Pawn. Looks like it already fit all right with where our deck's going, and it's better than Unsummon, and yeah. Okay. Is Encrust any good? I guess that's the question we have to. I honestly still don't know how to evaluate this card straight up. It reminds me a little of Spectral Prison from the last set, which wasn't that great, but it does get activated. So either that or I just take the creature. I think I just want the creature here. Yeah, I'm just going to take Water Courser. It's not a fantastic creature, but its body will always be relevant. And okay, here the pick is... Ooh, this is... the red cards seem to be coming around. Maybe it should be... Whatever. I'm going to take Naturalize. You might say, no, Naturalize, this and that. But it's a very powerful sideboard card. So, I mean, you're always happy to have a Naturalize in your deck. And this pack... I guess it's the Harbor Serpent. I don't see us playing any of this other stuff, so... if we get like a Evolving Wilds, we'll play the Public Execution. But we didn't really lose too much picking it up. I'm just going to take the land here, because it's worth like a quarter of a ticket, and if we feel like splashing red. Kraken Hatchling might make our deck. Blue-green isn't typically the type of decks where you want Kraken Hatchling in them, but I am a fan of the Hatchling, so Glorious Charge and a Plains. I'm gonna take a quick drink and then we'll look into the next pack. So, best card we opened in our colors is Centaur Courser. Although, is it worth taking the Primodox? Just what do we have? Thragtusk Clone? Doesn't feel like enough to me. This guy's a crazy bomb, but we are gonna have to pass him, unfortunately. He is a crazy bomb, though. So worth taking the Primodox just because we have Thragtusk. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but we can always like try and build around him now, and we do have a Centaur Courser. This guy wheels, which, you know, any other green drafters will be prioritizing this. I'm going to take Primodox. Really sucks past... Should I? I don't think I can move in on white for Eldritch. I don't think, because we passed too much white pack 1. So we're gonna try the Primodox, mostly because of the Thragtusk shenanigans. And now we're passing an O-Ring as well. Guild Lotus is cool, but not really what we want in general. So now we're passing an O-Ring. Unless I can't splash any of this stuff. But we're going to take Sentinel Spider, and I think be pretty happy about it. Whoever's in white. Whoever has the white deck. Although I guess we're passing the other way now, so... Whoever's in white will have a very strong deck that will likely beat ours, but I don't feel like sacrificing my deck when Sentinel Spider is a card to be heavily. Battlewits! Going deep. No. I think it's Fairy Invaders. And we already have a couple 5-drops. These guys are a really good creature. Augur of Bolas, we only have 2, possibly 3. It's not worth it at this point. Like I said, still not sure what in Crust, so we're just going to take another 5-drop. The heavier up the curve we get, the more likely it is I get to play Kraken Hatchling. So, here, I just want the Elvish Visionary. It's a 2-drop. It will always draw me a card. Archaeomancer won't be that great in our deck. Ranger's Path, not that great either, so yeah. And it obviously works very well with Roaring Primodox. So the more creatures we get like that, the better. I'm actually kind of interested in taking the Evolving Wilds here. I don't think the rings, but the Arbor Elf's so good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Arbor Elf. I mean, I think we can be fine without splashing. I think we're just gonna try and lean that way and take the Arbor Elf here. Primal Hunt Beast is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet 4-drop. Just a solid hexproof dude they can't do anything about. Flint of Boar, not really. You can't really splash red for that. It needs to be a mountain. So yeah, the Hunt Beast it is. And this pack really doesn't have a lot for us. Titanic Growth is the best card for us. And I'm not the biggest fan of Titanic Growth, but it's still a solid combat trick. I mean, when you cast it, you will rarely lose combat after. So, alright, here, normally I think I would take Divination. Just because it's all, but like we already have a Timberpack Wolf. So I kind of like the idea of stacking these dudes. And, you know, if we find one more, we're pretty set. Yes, Force Mage Wield, that works very well with Primodox. It's another 3-drop. Wasn't expecting the Courser Wheel, but Force Mage Wheeling is nice for our deck for sure. Okay. Here, not going to play either of these two, so just going to take the Black Ring since it's the best ring. And it actually could potentially go in our deck. I mean, I think it's the only ring that you can play off color, to be honest. So I used to think green ring was the best, then I played with the black ring. Black ring's number one, green can be number two. And crust I'm going to take here. I'm sure it could make the deck, like I said, not too sure how to evaluate it. I don't want any of these cards, so I'll take the Reliquary Tower. Just about the only time that you will ever discard, that you will ever go over that many cards is when you have to discard because you're mana screwed. And having a colorless land for that event, not the best way to avoid mana screw. So, alright, we are on to pack 3. I got really excited because when I had like the recording thing in front of it, when I saw our rare was green, oh, ground seal. Okay. It's kind of like Elvish Visionary, only way, way worse. In terms of what we actually want here, it's probably just another Arbor Elf. Just doing the ramps. It's better than Scroll Thief, I think, even though I'm a big fan of Scroll Thief. Now I kind of wish I took Evolving Wilds, because I'd rather have Evolving Wilds and 1 Arbor Elf than 2. Yeah, and we don't really want Vaspid Gorger, so another Arbor Elf it is. Drowned Catacombs. That could let us splash our public execution. Is that or Deadly Recluse is so good. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with the removal here. I'm gonna take the other dual land, and we're gonna play this public execution. Don't think we're gonna be playing this guy, in case you're wondering. This pack, another Sentinel Spider sounds pretty solid. We're kind of heavy, but we got 2 Arbor Elves, and we could have a third, but I'd rather have a second Sentinel Spider. So that's gonna be the pick for sure. Okay, geez. We got some picks here. Yevon's Force Mage, obviously very good with our Primodox. Would always be solid in deck. This guy's also pretty alright with our Primodox if we're cool using every draw to just find a creature. We also have another Prey Upon. I think it just has to be Prey Upon. Maybe one of these two will wheel. I'm doubtful. But I don't think we can. I think Prey Upon's just too good in our deck, and yeah. These two interact better with Primodox, but we're not always gonna have Primodox, and we're usually happy to have a Prey Upon. If I could find Thragtusk with the Beast Tracker, I'd consider it more, but yeah, I think it's just got to be Prey Upon here. Who knows? Maybe we'll wheel one of those two. Wow, this is a really solid pack for us as well. We'd be happy playing either of these two creatures. Or Primal Hunt Beast, but we also have Switcheroo. Switcheroo seems pretty decent in our deck. We got a lot of guys that aren't relevant later, and yeah, I think it's not quite mind control, but it's still very powerful. And there's even a slim chance we wheel one of these 3 creatures, I think. Yeah, so very slim, but Switcheroo it is. Here, Divination is the thing I'm most likely to play out of all of these. I don't think we need a Divination in our deck, but it is the thing I'm most likely to play. Once again, I don't think this is an Essence Scatter deck. I think we want to be tapping out a lot, but it is the thing I'm most likely to play. I already have a Naturalize, otherwise I'd actually consider the Naturalize there. But and will I even play Spiked Baloth? I don't think I will. I don't really need a Spiked Baloth in this deck. Does have a lot of power. I guess might as well take my options open over just Hate Draft and the Elephant. I don't know. And we got the Scroll Thief here if we want to play that. Sweet. Yep. Ooh, Unsummon. I think an Unsummon will actually make our deck almost for sure. We seem like the type of deck that would appreciate an Unsummon. Tricks of the Trade. Not a big fan of it. Don't think I'll be playing it, but certainly fine against decks who can do nothing about it. Which would be like other... Oh, sweet. We wield this Force Mage. So. And he's foil, so we get to play it over this Force Mage. Not both. And we wield Scroll Thief. So yeah, we certainly got a lot of options here. I think this deck will turn out pretty good, and I will see you guys in deck build. Okay, let's see. We are playing both Arbrells, I believe. Especially because they're some of our best switcheroo targets. I think we can put both Timberpack Wolves in for now. They work better with each other, although it's not insane just having two. But bears usually make the cut, unless otherwise noted. Primal Hunt Beast, Baloth. Basically every single one of our green creatures is in there. That is what makes green good. Very deep in the creature category. Yeah, let's just throw it all in here. Do we have even a chance of playing? I don't think I want Encrust. I think I'm happier with my other options. This. Clone. Switcheroo. Okay, we gotta make 5 cuts. Think we can cut Essence Scatter here. Don't think it's what our deck is looking for. We can always cut the Splash. It might be irrelevant. I mean, we might just want our mana to be really, really smooth and easy. Can't really cut any 4 or 5 drops, so I think we don't need 2 Scroll Thieves. Kraken Hatchling I like in our deck because of Switcheroo, but is that enough? I could always cut both Timberpack Wolves, but yeah, I guess just both Timberpack Wolves and like Divination. Is that what I like? Just makes our 2-drop slot look kind of empty. Which is kind of awkward with the Force Mages, but we do have 1-drops. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Let's throw the lands in and see what we can do. 6, 9, 1. Oops. I'm gonna sneeze, sorry. I think I threw in that, got to the pause button in time, so I didn't rape your guys' eardrums with my sneeze into my microphone. Or do I not? I think I'd rather cut Spiked Baloth, and I just go with a Timberpack Wolf, I think. Yeah, this guy's just not that good. I mean, like, even if he's by himself, I'd kind of almost rather just have the bear. So that's fine. For lands, can I get away with 8 forests? I think 6 will be fine for blue, because we have 7, and there's only 1 double spell. I think that works out good. I think this is what we're gonna go with. Let me check it out. We only have 3, 4, 5, 6 spells, so lots of creatures. That's good with a bunch of our things. Yeah, I think this is what I like here. We got a good way to just win the game if we load up on board, and a lot of ways to get value, and a lot of ways to interact with the cards to get value, or one way. But all right, this is what we're gonna go with. So I'm gonna submit, and I'll see you guys in round 1. Okay, our opponent has chosen to play first, and I don't think this is a